Steve, what do you make of that day? Was it pretty tricky under lights there in that final session batting?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely sped up the wicket after the break. I think before the break, I think it was balls were losing 16 kilometres off the wicket after they bounced, and then after the break, they were losing 5 kilometres, I think. So certainly felt like the wicket sped up a bit. It was a bit more skiddy, but there was still plenty in it. Yeah, it certainly felt like there was seam all day. It's quite a slow outfield, so yeah, I think it's a reasonable total.
It seemed like the approach was to get as many runs as you could quickly before you got one with your name on. Was that sort of a discussion at all?
I don't think it was really a discussion. I think it was being positive, and then I think towards the back end when Alex and Paddy and stuff were in, it was about trying to go pretty hard then, try and score as many as quickly as possible, and then, you know, if we got a chance to bow under lights, try and make a few inroads, which, you know, we got one tonight. You know, beat the bat a few times, missed the stumps a couple of occasions, but yeah, a couple of wickets tonight would have been ideal. But yeah, I think as we saw, there was plenty in the wicket all day. You know, I think some of the numbers really early on, the seam amounts were through the roof. So you know, when it's a bit slower, potentially tomorrow in the day, it might you know, it might hold in the surface a bit more again and seem quite big in the morning. So fingers crossed.
It seemed like it was almost moving too much there at the end, and even early in you guys' innings, it was moving too much to sort of take the edge or hit the stumps.
Yeah, they might have bowled just a fraction short, I reckon. Probably wasn't as many balls hitting the stumps as maybe they would have liked. You know, I think if we had our chance to bowl, I think we would have been trying to push it up a bit fuller, try and get the boys driving a little bit more, or just trying to hit the top of the stumps a bit more. Yeah, I think it looks pretty sometimes when the ball misses the bat, but when it's a little bit shorter, it's actually going too far to catch the edge on a lot of occasions, particularly when it was as slow as it was, I suppose. So, yeah, I think, yeah, for us in the morning when it's a bit slower, I think it's about trying to get that ball a little bit fuller, get the stumps in, top of the stumps into play, and challenge the front foot defence.
There was obviously a big selection call this morning with Nathan not playing. Did it feel odd not having him in the side when you knew he was available, and how's he been today around the team?
Yeah, I mean, it's odd not having him out there. I think most of us have played pretty much every game with him, but, you know, conditions are conditions. I think we saw today how much seam was on offer, and Scott Boland's not too bad at that, as we've seen on numerous occasions. So, you know, it's a pretty relentless attack, pink ball. It's a tricky one. Obviously, Nathan's an exceptional bowler. It's certainly nothing to do with his skill, that's for sure. So, yeah, I think in the morning, the four guys are going to go at it and be relentless, and hopefully we can take these wickets quickly.
Has there anything happened with you and Jaden Seals when after Jamaica got you out? You looked to there was some sort of direction, but anything there?
Wouldn't have a clue. I didn't hear anything. No idea.
Much memories of your 199 here 10 years ago?
Threw away 200. No, it was fun. I think from memory I was batting 3. I came in the first over, I think. So, no, it was good fun batting out there then. Yeah, conditions probably a little bit different to the pink ball on this one, but yeah, it was good fun.
Does the pink ball, I mean, having spent a day about playing with the pink ball, pink juice ball here, how much bearing, if any, does it have when you forecast forward to the Ashes? It's just such different cricket that it's almost chalk and cheese.
Oh, I think the pink ball in general is just a completely different game. Yeah, personally, I find it quite tricky. Just picking the ball up at certain times of the day and things like that. And the way it behaves is completely different to a red one. So, yeah, look, I think people like the spectacle, but as a player, particularly as a batter, it's very challenging. Yeah, the game can turn so quickly and things change really quickly, which you probably don't get so much with a red ball. But yeah, people like watching it, I suppose, so I guess it's here to stay.
Did it feel almost inevitable that Starkey would get one there before the close?
I mean, he looked pretty close on a few occasions, and he's pretty good with the pink one. He's got a very good record, and yeah, he was getting the ball up there, trying to swing it back down the line, and yeah, it felt likely a lot of the time out there tonight.
On your dismissal, Steve, what were you trying to do there? Obviously, you've been in for a long time, seeing them well. Like, what was going through your head there?
Throw the kitchen sink at it. Yeah, it was any width. I was just trying to climb into it. Yeah, it felt pretty tricky out there, and it felt like just when the ball was up there and in you get a good look at it, have a go at it, and unfortunately, I went at the one over before and it flew over the top. Maybe I should have tried to hit that one in the air as well, but yeah, I was trying to get on with it when I got something in my areas that I liked. It's one of those wickets. I think if you're just going to sit there, you're probably a sitting duck.